China has been accused of carrying out a cyber attack on the Australian Parliament in the lead up to the election. Let's cross live now to political reporter Trudy McIntosh in Canberra. Trudy, the government is keeping quiet on this. It's a report from Reuters. I must admit, of course, when we all heard about the cyber attack, suspicions immediately went China's way.
That's right, Chris. As you say, early on there was a lot of speculation that Beijing was behind this attack that we saw on the Parliament security network and also that of the major political parties. But a spokesman for the Prime Minister's office that I spoke to this morning, they're saying they won't be commenting on national security matters, which is often the case on these issues. Now, as you say, Reuters is reporting that the Australian Signals Directorate came to the conclusion earlier this year that Beijing was in fact responsible for this attack. And it's also reported that the Australian government didn't want to make that finding public because they were concerned about what the impact would be on the relationship with China that, as you know, Chris, is already pretty fractured at the moment. Now, China, understandably and predictably, not confirming this report today. They say they've got nothing to do with it, hitting back at Australia too, saying more needs to be done to build mutual trust in the relationship. But, Chris, it's worth noting that the outgoing ASIO boss, Duncan Lewis, he warned that foreign interference and espionage are the biggest threats facing Australia in this current age, but he refused to go into which countries were the biggest threats in that sense, but it's probably fair to assume that China's one of them, Chris.